Hello, everybody. Here I am live in my extremely sunny kitchen. It seems to me that no matter where I go in my kitchen at the moment, it's pretty hard to get a really good picture. And I know that this is only while the sun is low in the sky this time of year. I don't want to put the sun off because I love seeing the sun. I'm just noticing actually that it is not using the right camera. So just give me a moment and I'm going to go into my settings and try and make sure that I have the right camera on here. Otherwise, you are not going to see anything. Hang on, devices. I had this problem yesterday and then I thought it would just remember, but it hasn't remembered. Okay, so I'm hoping now that you are seeing a different view. Oh, still not seeing a different view. That is really very annoying because I can see that the camera is there. I need to change the camera so that hang on, let me see if I can do it in these settings. Aha, here we go, video settings. Now you can see it. So that's not quite so bad actually, because now you can see where the sun is streaming across my counter here. And I'm getting so confident now that I can actually do things like change the camera mid process. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Sherry Lynn. Hello, Leslie. Once again, I have a Facebook user. And I just want to remind you, if you are a Facebook user, if you are somebody who's coming on to watch my lives, you need to click on the link that's at the top of the live broadcast, and that will allow Be Live to see you. Now, I couldn't discover yesterday. I was looking into why some people, when they click it, they still can't be seen. I need to do a little bit more research onto that because nothing was obvious when I was looking yesterday. So if you know that you're not Wendy or Sherry Lynn or Leslie, please tell me who you are and then I can say hello to you. Hi, Joyce. Joyce is here as well. Okay, I'm just going to go and let my dog in. He's being a little bit of a pain because he decided he wanted to go out just before I went live. So I'm going to let him back in now. Okay, I'm pretty sure that he wanted to come back in because he knew I was going to start cooking with you guys. And so he says, usually when she cooks, there's something in it for me. So this afternoon, I'm going to make pizza. And it's a while since I made pizza. And I'm going to make it in my micro grill. So we'll talk about that later. But what I wanted to add into my pizza today is some grilled chicken, because often when we make pizza or things like that, we don't have any good protein in the meal. So what I did was I had 2 chicken breasts left from yesterday, and I've put them in here, look, in my breakfast maker. They're quite small. They're smothered with Montreal chicken spices. And I'm going to put this in the microwave now I'm going to try 3 minutes 30 and see whether they're cooked at 80% power. And then when they're cooked, I'm going to slice them up and put them on the pizzas. Okay, so we need to make the pizza dough. And this is one of the most fun things that I make in my supersonic chopper. And of course, the reason that I keep doing these lives is because I really, really want to help people save time, save money, eat more healthily, and be a solution to pollution. And in my house now, it is a rare occasion that we would ever order in pizzas. One, the price. 2, the actual taste. I mean, I like a good pizza, but I also love my own homemade pizzas. And so now we tend to go for the homemade pizza. And of course, all of the stuff that is generated from ordering a homemade pizza, you know, the slice of, often you get some wax paper or something inside, and the cardboard box, which is too greasy to be reprocessed. So for me, I would always choose now to make my own pizzas. So I also use my sachets of pizza yeast. So I need to cut one of those off to use. But we're going to start by putting in 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Okay, so 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And I'm going to get a little bit more flour out because usually when I mix up the pizza, I do need a little bit more flour. I can't believe the sun is just like blasting in. I've been trying to choose a good place to do this. It'll only last a few days while the sun is just in this position in the sky, but it just so happens to be at the moment. Now I need half a teaspoon of sugar and half a teaspoon of salt. So here's my salt. Half a teaspoon and half a teaspoon of sugar. There we go. So that's that. I need 2/3 of a cup of hot water and 3 tablespoons of oil. So I'm just going to put my kettle on. So that will boil up. And I've got 3 tablespoons of oil to put in here. Hello, I see somebody else has come on to say hello. I can't see who you are. So if you see a little link at the top of the page where you're watching the live, if you click on that link, it will allow me to see your name. So 3 tablespoons of oil. That's 1. 2. I can smell the chicken. 3 tablespoons of oil. Let me cut this. So 1 sachet of pizza yeast, which is about 1 teaspoon if you buy yeast separately. And 2/3 a cup of boiling water or of hot water. It doesn't have to be boiling, but it can't be warm. If it's warm, it won't work. So it needs to be hot rather than warm. So this is pretty hot. So I'm going to pour this in. Oh, and I forgot to get all the other bits for my for my chopper. Hold on a sec. I thought I was so organized today. Just a reminder, if you ever use the supersonic chopper, remember to always separate it after each use so you don't end up with a mold fest going on in the lid. Okay, so just to remind you as well, I'm going to put an image of the chopper in here. So the chopper has a member price of a client price of $107. It has a member price of $80.25, which is $26.75 saving. Or when you decide to join Tupperware, you have the opportunity of getting the deluxe kit. And this in the deluxe kit only costs $12. I'm going to do the dough now. So with 1, 2, 4, 5. So 6 pulls, guys. And I pretty much got my dough formed in here. So I am going to add in, because it looks quite wet at the moment, so I add in some extra flour, see if that's enough. Mix it a little bit more. Okay, so 3 more pulls. Let me see. How sticky is it? Oh, looks pretty good to me, actually. Yes, so actually, I just remembered I just need to wash my hands quickly. I just came straight up from downstairs in my basement where I've been doing a live sale, and it was super fun, but I was handling a lot of Tupperware in bags. Okay, so it looks to me like the dough is done. And one of the ways that you can tell if the dough is done, see how easily it comes off the blade here? I just don't want to cut my fingers. So you could even make it a little bit even more dry by adding some more. There we go. So that looks pretty good to me. I'm actually going to put a touch more flour in because now I've got it loose in my container. I can see it does need a little bit more flour. Let's put that over there. So now I'll just work that flour. Usually it works perfectly. Sometimes you just need, I just didn't put enough flour in the second time round. So there we go. Now I have a beautiful dough. Let's get the rest of this flour out. I now have a beautiful dough that I can use to make 2 pizzas. Hello, I see another person has come on and said hello. I can't see your name, but if you would like me to see your name, you just need to click on the link at the top of the broadcast, and it will allow me to see your name because it gives BeLive permission. There we go, Darcy. You had homemade pizza for supper. Excellent. Yes, it really is the best, isn't it? So there we go. I've got my pizza dough. Let's have a look at what happened to the chicken. Let me just wipe this up. Otherwise, I'm just going to work in mess and make more mess. So I cooked some chicken breast. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the chicken breast and check that the middle is cooked. And if it isn't, all I'm going to do is put it back in. I'm going to say I'm going to put it back in maybe just for 30 seconds. It really doesn't, it's looking pretty good, but I'd like it to be cooked just a little bit more. I'm going to put it in actually for a minute at 80% power. Okay, so now that's cooking. And what I need to do now is prepare the rest. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my MicroPro grill. I'm going to take half of my dough here, and I'm going to press it out onto the bottom plate. And it's so easy to work with it because the dough is very soft and pliable. Now, you don't have to do it in a MicroPro grill. You can do it on in a silicone mold, your rectangular silicone mold maybe, or on your big one, do a round, or on the other place that I do it most often is on my Ultra Pro. So I've got it like that, mostly keeping the dough onto the hot plate. And why keeping it onto the hot plate? Let's get the, let's hide this and let's show you the MicroPro grill with some details. So the MicroPro grill, this costs $399. For a member, it costs $299.25, which is still a huge ticket item. So you do get $99.75 savings at 25% off. But by having a party, you would be able to get this at half price, or just by collecting a load of orders, we put them in as a party, and then you have an opportunity for half price. Even better is to join Tupperware so that you can do that, get and make money on the party, because you would make 25% profit on all of the sales items that you collect from friends and family. So there is the dough. Now we need the tomato sauce. And what I do is I make batches of tomato sauce in my stack cooker, and then I freeze it. Then when I want to make pizza, I have it available in my freezer. So what I did earlier was I defrosted it. It's not quite defrosted. Oh, that feels nice. It's cold. But what I'm going to do now is put some of the sauce on my pizza. So the sauce is quite liquid, but what I find is when I serve my pizzas using my homemade sauce, that the family always say how fresh the sauce tastes, even though it's been frozen. Okay, so there's my sauce on there. Let's have a look at that chicken again. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of the chicken out and slice it and put it on the pizza. So this, let me just remove that picture now so you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm sorry, my chopping board is right in the sun. But you can see how beautiful, let me see if I can show you, how beautifully cooked that those two small, they're fairly small chicken breasts, but I cooked them for a total of 4.5 minutes in the microwave. And now I've got some lovely slices of chicken, which I'm going to put on the top here in my pizza. So now I have some really nice flavored chicken and some protein in my meal here. So this is going to be good. Yes, I know you would love some chicken, wouldn't you, Kelly? I'll give you some in a minute. So how about that, huh? Fresh cooked chicken breast on the surface of the pizza. And in fact, I'm only going to need another half piece, and then I'll have a chicken breast left, which I can put into a salad tomorrow at lunchtime tomorrow. So It is a nice size vent and serve. It's the mini one. They do come out occasionally, Leslie, and whenever they come out, everybody wants them. Now, as well as the chicken, I'm going to add in some pieces of, now this is where Killy will also get excited. I can give him one of those straight away. Put in some peppers. We'll put some pepper on there. And I've got a little bit of red pepper too. I mean, you can put whatever you like on your pizzas, of course. I just thought that I don't usually make a big effort with protein when I'm doing, sometimes I'll put Italian sausage on, but I thought this was a good thing to add some chicken. Yeah, babe. So we've got peppers, chicken and pepper. And the last thing, of course, that needs to go on here is cheese. So let me move this over. And I've got my cheese grater here, ready to go. I thought this time, you know, the other day when I was grating, and I just was so distracted the other day with trying to do the live and everything, that I managed to grate my thumb the other day. So as well as cutting my finger, I grated my thumb in the same evening. Now I have my cheese in my Cheese Smart, and I've got some cheddar cheese and some Emmental. And what I'm going to do is mix them so that we have a two cheese pizza. And I'm going to put some Emmental in and some cheddar. Okay, so put them in, and where's my little plunger? Here it is. So I'm going to put this so that it's vacuum attached to my counter, so it's pretty hard to move. And we're going to grate the cheese. And there we go. So I've just grated probably enough for this one at the moment. To put the cheese on the top. And now I'm going to put my micro grill lid in the grill position, no, in the casserole position. So it's sitting on the top. It's not sitting on the cheese. I don't want it to squash my pizza to death. I'm going to cook it for 12 minutes on high, and then I should have a beautiful pizza. You're going to try chicken. No, this is the first time I've been doing it as well, Sherry Lynn. But I know that I get chicken pizzas from pizzerias, or I have done it in the past. So I think it's going to be it's good to do that. I'm going to try it. And because I flavored it with Montreal chicken spice, it's going to have a nice flavor as well to add to the pizza flavor. So that's it from me today. I'm sorry about the sun, but I don't want to tell the sun to go away because I love having the sun. As I say, this is only going to be a temporary problem while the sun is still low in the sky. So we're going to have this issue a couple of times in the year. So thank you everyone for hanging out with me today. I'll post a picture of it later. Actually, I took a picture last night. The butter chicken I made last night was really, really yummy. I don't know whether it was because we used the yellow Thai chicken curry paste instead of the red, but both Alan and I, we thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really good. And I did take a photo and I didn't post it, so I need to still post that for you. So when you guys have gone, I'll make the second pizza, because I do have a second MicroPro grill. So I will make that in there. Alan and I are going to take Killian for a walk now while the sun is still shining, and we'll cook the pizzas when we come back. So thank you everybody for being here. I really enjoyed it. I love doing these lives, and now I feel like you're getting to see more of what I'm doing because I have this much bigger picture. And I do appreciate you coping with me and my technology. Hey, Beth Gidge, I can see you on the screen. I see your name. Isn't that funny? Because you've been having difficulty. But yes, Beth, I see your name there. So that is progress. We have some progress. So yes, I can see you, but there's still somebody there who says, have a great night. I'm not sure who that person, perhaps it's Ingrid. So I know Ingrid was having difficulty getting her name to show. So we'll keep working on it, and eventually we'll all know what we're doing. Yes? So have a great evening, everyone. I appreciate you in my life, and enjoy your supper, whatever you decide to do. And I'll see you tomorrow for Live at 5.